Hey everybody, preparedness 1 here, having a little coffee on this chilly Wednesday morning. Got my cool cup there that we did for the anniversary. So, alright, let's get into this. Before we jump into this, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, topic to be determined yet. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to talk about yet, but we will figure that one out as we get there. So the Mississippi River has crested, reaches historic levels, causing flooding. No surprise, right? It's the Mississippi River. They've actually had some areas where the river's been really, really low, but we're talking about Iowa and up, northern Illinois, where spring runoff, snow melt, lots of rain has caused a lot of flooding. The flooding peaked on Saturday, but they said that the water will remain above major flood stage until until the 5th of May. So a couple more days. I'll tell you what though, it sure doesn't feel like May so far. This morning, it was 37 degrees this morning. The wind, that's why I've been doing these last couple videos inside. The wind has been outrageous, and it is not pleasant. A lot of rain, which, I mean, the rain is, we definitely needed the rain, but it's just definitely not a fun time. Not a fun time. It definitely does not feel like May. I will put it like that. So, anyway, with this flooding again, let's go back to that. People live in certain areas, and come on, baby, stop. No, come on, no, go. You don't have to be up my behind. I promise. I love you, but you don't have to be up my behind. And so somebody asked, why is she going in the bathroom? Well, past the bathroom is the bedroom, and her bed is at the foot of my bed. So she sleeps right there. That's where she sleeps, on her bed, at the foot of my bed. So that's her spot. So that's why you see her going in and out of what obviously the bathroom is in between. So, but that's her spot. So that's where she hangs out. All right. So you have. Again, I've talked about this many times, and I have a tendency to repeat myself with certain topics and things, but it just it amazes me how people, nothing changes. They don't do anything to change the situation. If you live in an area, again, wherever you are in the country, okay, let's go from this aspect first. Wherever you are in the country, there's going to be something weather-wise, natural disaster-wise, that possibly can affect you. Okay? So you need to be prepared for those things. You need to understand that this is a possibility, this could happen, so you need to always be ready for those situations. So if you live near the Mississippi River, whatever part of the Mississippi River that you live nearby, and if you are, within a certain radius of that river, there is a good chance at some point in your lifetime that you will be affected by floods. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? And still people act like they're shocked when something happens. And I don't get that. I don't understand it. I don't understand the thinking of it, because this is a normal thing that happens. And so it's amazing to me how people will act like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. What are we going to do? Why weren't you prepared? That would be my thought. Again, when it comes to prepping is not about planning for the end of the world as we know it. Prepping is about being prepared for whatever may happen. Again, right now in Iowa, they're dealing with major flooding, right? People, homes are and businesses are underwater. They've had to evacuate, all those type of things. And then when they go back, now you're looking at major water damage and having to deal with that. So, it's amazing to me how people act surprised when something happens. Let's put it like this. If you live in California, right, and most likely you're going to realize that you're going to have to deal with forest fires. They happen every single year. Every single year. The Santa Ana winds come in off the ocean. I think that's what they call it. And everything gets dried out, and then because they have piss poor forest management, I mean, let's be honest, and things catch on fire, and the next thing you know, they have major fires going on all over the place out there. So, if you live in that area, you need to build accordingly. Should you build out of wood, or should you have, brick and metal roofs so that you minimize the amount of wood that you're utilizing in case a fire comes, so you don't have to worry about those type of things. I just don't understand the thought process. I'll be honest with you, I really don't. It is amazing to me that we constantly go through these things and people continue to act surprised. Wherever you live in the country, there is something that can affect you. If you're in the desert, right, you have to prepare for the inevitability that you're not going to have a lot of water. So, like if you live in Arizona, when monsoon season comes, right, which is a very short window of time where they get a tremendous amount of water, you should be collecting every last drop of water that you could possibly capture in that time to utilize for the rest of the year. It just makes sense, but common sense is not so common anymore. You can't live in an area and then act surprised when something happens. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. So, again, what I'm going to always do, guys, I'm always going to encourage. I'm going to encourage you to stay on top of things, to prepare the best way that you possibly can. We never know what's going to happen. You don't know what event's going to affect you directly or indirectly. Train derailments. I mean, who can predict when a train's going to derail? You don't know. But if you are near railroad tracks, there is that possibility that you could be affected. It's that simple. It's that simple. And so again, what do you do in that situation? I mean, if it's a chemical spill and it's affecting the air and the water and everything else, there's really not a lot you can do. Location is always going to be key, folks. Where you decide to build, where you decide to have your home. And I know a lot of people are always looking for convenience. They want it easy. They want to have it, well, my doctors are all close and that's why we live here, or whatever the case may be. But, you have to weigh the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, and so those are decisions you have to make individually. I know with where I'm at here, being on the high ground, flooding is really not an issue for me. Now, can the ground get very saturated and get sloppy and all that type of stuff? Sure. But I'm probably, if it floods here, let's put it like this. If it flooded here, I'd probably need the ark. Okay? I'd have to be looking at Noah and going, hey brother, here I am. Come and pick me up. Alright? So, I mean, flooding is not a concern or an issue, as far as that goes. Now, the creeks that are around here can go over, sure. And, they can cause damage and can cause damage to the roads and stuff like that. On the road in, there's two different spots where the creeks go through, okay? So, that's something that I would obviously have to pay attention to and hopefully be prepared enough to deal with that. So again, you have to, proper planning really makes a big difference with piss poor management. Okay, so as my hats go, or my my heart goes out to the people in Iowa that are dealing with the flooding right now. It's got to suck. Can't be a whole lot of fun. Hopefully, some people were prepared ahead of time. And those that were not, hopefully this can be a wake-up call to realize what could happen again and will eventually, and to be better prepared for it next time. What I always look at events like the flooding or a fire or a snowstorm or a hurricane or a tornado, whatever the case may be, these are learning lessons. While we are not in any true SHTF event worldwide or countrywide, it is a true SHTF event for the people in those local areas. So as long as they can look at that situation, learn from it, be better prepared for next time, it's a good thing. It gives you that opportunity to realize where you're weak, where you're strong, and work on that and build from there. I do that here. I learn all the time. I've made a tremendous amount of mistakes already. You know what I mean? But that's how you learn. It's better to learn those lessons now while it's not life and death. Because right now I can go, okay, well, crap, I screwed that up. I got to be better prepared for this the next time. And that's what I end up doing. I put myself in a situation where I'm better prepared for the next time something happens. And that's how we learn. Okay, so anyway, take these as learning lessons. Learn from it, grow from it, be better prepared for the next time. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to jump off here for now. Look forward to seeing you all tonight for the live stream. I hope we have a good chat tonight. Should be entertaining at least, I hope. And I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody is being safe. Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day how you feel. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? Have a great day. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.